Another day, another early start on the Intercontinental Rally Challenge. And time for the final stages of Prime Yalta Rally in Ukraine, round 4 of this year's IRC. Back on the road for the Peugeot UK crew after a 7 a.m. service and into a familiar routine for Phil Pugh and driver Guy Wilkes.
Obviously we have to drive from the service park to the stages, and to get there obviously we need to go along the main road with the same road regulations as everybody else. So we have a set time to get from the service park to the stages, and then from the end of the next stage to the next stage. And then obviously we stop about 2 or 3 kilometres before the stage start.
Long stretches on the road are obviously a fundamental part of being a rally driver, the tiniest but fastest part of which is the run through the stages. After the mechanics have done what they can, the pre-stage preparations are down to the man controlling the Peugeot 207.
We've already heat cycled the tyres on the road now. We'll have done some braking to get some temperature in the tyre so that they don't climb in temperature too quickly at the start of the stage and then start to get a strange feeling in the car. So Phil's actually taking some air out of the tyres now, so we can set the pressure and start the stage. They will increase, but hopefully not too much, so they can stay at the optimal working range.
6 stages remain, 3 this morning, the same 3 in the afternoon, and the Peugeot UK team is 5th overall, hoping for a chance to advance in the rankings. Underway on stage 9, just short of 19 kilometres, with the Peugeot 207 running on medium compound tyres. 5th fastest by the stage end, with Andreas Mikkelsen setting a blistering pace at the front. Just 6th quickest on stage 10 for the Peugeot UK team, focused on completing the event, and as a result holding firm in 5th overall. And on the last stage of the sequence, another tempered approach by Wilkes to safely complete the morning's kilometres. Back on a road section, and the British pair have been at rally speed for just 40 minutes, despite having been in the Peugeot 207 for more than 3 hours today. Next up is the midday service, where the second most time-consuming part of the rally has to be observed, keeping the officials happy with the paperwork. And with time control a little way from the team area, there's some help to get Phil back a bit quicker. And to ensure he's also back in one piece, someone else takes charge of the driving. 30 minutes isn't long when lunch is waiting along with the team boss, and then the media's hoping for a word, and changes to the notes have to be made, while outside the mechanical needs of the car are dealt with.
The tyres we took for the first loop were a little bit too soft, and so we've gone in a harder compound now. And we're going to keep the pace as good as we can without taking risks, and see what happens in front of us.
I mean, you have nothing to win, unfortunately, because the gap is too big with the guys in front. But we have a lot to lose. So the only thing we can do is to finish the rally and hope that something can happen in the front.
With the Peugeot 207 refreshed, time to complete the formalities again and get back underway. No problems for Wilkes on stage 12, apart from a small spin for Andreas Mikkelsen, no time lost by the other front runners either, so no gain for the British pairing. And it was as you were for stage 13. But there was a sting in the tail in the final few metres of the final stage, where the car clipped a concrete bollard sticking out in the road that was holding a sign for the flying finish. A win then for Juho Hänninen for Skoda, with Brian Bouffier in 2nd place, Jan Kapetsky in 3rd, Andreas Mikkelsen in 4th. And coming home in 5th place, Guy Wilkes and Phil Pugh. And after 3 punctures in 2 days, perhaps a better result than at first glance. After all, just one blowout can end a rally.
The important thing was to bring home some points. I think our pace on the first day was very good. We probably took the wrong tyres in the second loop, and we still had really a couple of good times. If we'd have had the harder tyres on, I think we probably could have been close to scratch times, the fastest times. But that's something we have to learn. We probably just weren't brave enough. I mean, as a team, collectively, just to take that next step and go on the harder compound. In the afternoon, it was definitely warm enough, and I think we've learned a lot about how the car is reacting, because we've had a little bit of development with the dampers, and the car is reacting slightly differently. That's for sure. So we have to just go away and have a little think about it. But I'm sure we've learned a lot from this weekend.
The car is there, the team is there, the drivers are there. We just have to be a little bit more lucky.
I think somebody summed it up before we came here, said it was the Monte Carlo of the Black Sea, and I think they're quite correct. You know, if you if you come to this event any time of year, I think the road's going to be tricky. You know, be it dry conditions, wet conditions. There's something about the tarmac. It's really slippy. Yeah, you know, if the event's in next year, then obviously we've learnt a lot. Going on to the next event, Belgium, you know, completely different character. So I think we just have to take this one out of our heads and look at Belgium in a fresh way.
Round 5 of the Intercontinental Rally Challenge takes place between the 23rd and 25th of June in the medieval splendour of Ypres in Belgium.